Okay, we're very happy to be here. Thanks, Boris, and thanks, OpenReaktor, for having us here. Basically, those guys asked us to tell you something about how to build a huge traffic, how to attract a lot of users to your websites. And sorry, we are not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about ourselves, because we just launched our new social media project in Indonesia. And we want to tell you how to grow fast, how to build your value, how to become credible in a very rapid time, fast. And basically, we came only here from Indonesia for this, because we like Boris so much. So, okay, I'm the one in charge. And I guess this is the correct. It's not, okay? This is not working. Okay, thanks. Okay, 2 sentences, maybe 4 about us. So we are the new social media. And yes, as Boris said, we are better known now in Indonesia than in Poland, the country from where originally we built Finspi.
You are Ukrainian.
You're Ukrainian, not anymore. Anyway, they wrote about that because he was, funny story, because he became Polish just during our trip to Indonesia, and because he's the founder, okay, yes, of course, this is Jack Mashtakov, go. That's him, he's the founder and CEO, and I'm just helping him. My name is Marcin Roszkowski. So, because he became Polish during our trip, every newspaper wrote also that I'm Ukrainian too. Anyway, that's the whole story. And I'm young, and I'm like much older than him. Anyway, let's go back to business. Let's get serious. So, we are the new social media app that is all about entertainment. It's all about entertainment. It's all about meeting new people. It's all about connecting people that share the same interest and offer them personalized entertainment, because Finspi learns what you like. And based on your preferences, we display you the content that you like. Every type of content, like images, videos, and audio files too. And what is cool about Finspi, that it works in real time. So you can engage other users, their activities in real time, like listening to audio files together, or pretty soon also watching videos together, just like you're watching in real life on the couch, and chat with them. So this is basically our idea, and this is what we want to talk about. That you have to think big, and you have to act big if you want to become not a startup, a real company, a real fast-growing company. And the reason we are talking about this is that from the beginning we knew that we want to build one of the major social media platforms in the world. And maybe you will think that we're like foolish or we are crazy. But this is the way we think. And I met this guy 1.5 years ago, and I have my startup of my own. And when I spoke with him, and he told me that he has this crazy idea about building international, huge, with hundreds of millions users platform, I thought he was crazy. That's true. But the more we spoke, the more he was convincing, and I just quit my startup and became a part of Finspi. And when you're doing something, you have to fully commit to that, and you have to have big plans. Because if you want to say that you want to become the best in your country, nobody cares. If you want to become the best in your sector, in your market, in your country, nobody cares. You have to say that you want to change the world, you want to change the market, then people will care. But they will care as long as you will act big. So you have to prove it that you are going to execute it like big time, big time. So the thing is that we are going to tell you and to convince you to is just think big. Think big. Don't be afraid of it, and you will see what we did in Indonesia. Maybe it will sound crazy, but that's the way it happened, and you can be next one. So, okay, I'm in charge again. I forgot. So let me hand over microphone to our founder.
Okay, so most of startups think that startup is just like a garage game. You need to sleep at the garage, or yeah, and so startuppers are eating kebabs only, and such things. But you need to be brave. You need to think big. So if you want to make really big thing, you need to go to best magazines, for example, Forbes, for best journalists like CNN. You need to make a big launch, because most of startups who get the money from investor, they think like just what you need. This money is your salary, and you need to get your salary as much time as you want. So they don't try to make a big launch, big marketing. They just throw with all the money to their salaries, and they don't risk. And the biggest risk is not to risk.
That's true.
So we try to really big launch in Indonesia, and we make everything different than other startups did. So we went to the biggest Java Jazz festival. We launched on it, and it's the biggest music festival in Indonesia. This is biggest jazz festival in the world. So we make a big launch with artists, and we really try to make everything different. So, for example, we try to make a contact with all the journalists, make a big press conference with more than 300 journalists from all over the world to say what we are launching now. We tried to, yeah, okay. So before we came to Indonesia, we studied with Asian countries and Asian markets for a few years, and we went to Asian countries for 1 month at August 2015, yeah. So we went to Hong Kong, Singapore, and Jakarta for 1 month, and saw what this is the best market for our project, because the people are very communicative, they are very social, and they use their mobile devices differently than we are. So, you know, the problem of Europe and the problem of USA, but when you came to these conferences like RISE or Web Summit, for example, yeah, or this in America.
VX.
Okay. So everyone says that mobile age of mobile are starting now, age of gaming are starting now, yeah. But you can't see this because the people just afraid to use their mobile phones. They're just afraid to use their tablets. The people have their tablets and mobile phones in the bags. They have this. They don't use it to play games, to watch a video. They use it only to answer the phone calls or answer on SMSs. So this is all what we heard on these conferences is bullshit, is marketing bullshit. This is not true. But when we came to Asia markets, we saw that people just use it. They have their power banks, and everyone on Metro and Gonggongo in Jakarta have their Apple Watches, and they really use this. So we saw that the future of social, just like e-commerce, is in Asia. And the trend is different. Because a few years ago, everyone think that the future of e-commerce is Amazon-like companies. And yeah, Amazon likes companies. And
because we heard that we have to have a faster pace. So basically, we adjusted our websites to be more Asian, and they like those bright colors, and which also changed our brand hero from lion to dragon, which is a symbol of wisdom and strength. Then we, just as Jack spoke, we chose to make our launch at Java Jazz Festival. We became the official partner of Java Jazz Festival. And because we had this synergy with them, because Finspi is all about entertainment, Java Jazz Festival is all about entertainment. It's all about having fun and meeting new people that just like you. They like jazz, and so there's like brilliant connection between them. And this is the biggest event in Indonesia, so there's no better place to start our journey in Asia. And of course, this is also one of the biggest jazz festivals in the world also.
Now the biggest social markets in the world.
Yes, and Indonesia also the biggest social, one of the best social markets in the world, because people are very savvy. They use like 5, 6, 7 simultaneously social networks with no problem. They are not afraid of like having their phone battery dead because they have power banks and so on. Okay, so we are first introduced to Indonesians on the press conference for 300 journalists from the entire world in the opening of Java Jazz Festival, where Jack was officially presented, and he had to stood there for like 10 minutes and hearing that from those board of directors of Java Jazz Festival that he's the next Mark Zuckerberg, and then everybody like all journalists attacked him immediately after that. Then we been then like in a big way. So we had a biggest booth there. After the main sponsor, which was like the biggest bank, BNI in Indonesia. We were present in every promo materials that was available. We had many stuff at our Finspi booth, like 3 TV sets, 2,000 stickers, 2,000 badges that we like distributed all of them. We had artists performing every night, because Java Jazz Festival is a 3-day event, and we were lucky enough to get Wojtek Pilichowski, which was, if you don't know, one of the best and best known, I think. Is this okay? This is not that. Best bass guitar player in Poland, and every time he played, he gathered like crowds of 100 people at our booth. Also, we had many other bands performing, because you have to have something going on at your place. So we have also Polish bands that played with other bands, and we had a crew that helped us, you know, to get around there, because you can't. We have to do the bigger talking with most important people, and they have to attract new users. So we did. So we had also whiskey. And free ice creams, and that helped. That helped a lot. So we had hundreds of our apps downloaded during Java Jazz Festival. Then the biggest thing that we had our own Finspi hall for 7,000 people, where like 3 or 4 artists performed every night. So pretty much 20,000 people saw Finspi during Java Jazz Festival, just at our Finspi hall, where our video was constantly, our promo video was constantly shown and displayed. Then the biggest thing was that we had Sting. We had Sting performing at Finspi Hall. He was closing together the whole Java Jazz Festival, performing with the famous Chris Botti, which play on the trump. Yes, I guess it's like this. So it was really huge. And because we had this, we also met, that helped us to meet with more celebrities like 4-time nominee, amazing Eric Bennett.
Okay, so this is not just selfies, yeah. So we are, yeah. So we are. This is now we are our partners. So we will add their music exclusively for Finspi. For example, Abhan is the biggest Indonesian pop star. He had like 50 million discs sold, and he will add his entire albums and music on Finspi exclusively after we met him. We already have. So we also met with journalists. For the first time, after press conference, many of the journalists from the teenage magazines came to us, and some was from TV. They interviewed us. And after these, Transvisions call us, and they said that they want to make an interview with Finspi. So the Transvision is the biggest national TV channel on Indonesia. After this, we had a CNN interview on Finspi. It's like was like a 10 minutes interview, and they also spoke with some people from the booth who just came and download our apps. So they just talk with them like with our users. After that, we were invited on CNN channel, and they said that they want to make a huge interview with us, like 40 minutes interview on CNN channel, and it was live. Okay, so this was only for Java Jazz Festival. So after we finished our Java Jazz Festival, we returned to business tasks. Yeah, so after this, we were invited by Chairul Tajun. He is the richest person in Indonesia. Okay, third. Okay, third richest person in Indonesia. And we spoke about the future of Indonesian market, because they changed their law to for IPOs, so the startups from Indonesia now can get an IPO in every country of ASEAN or at Hong Kong too.
Okay. So then we met also the second most important person in Indonesia, which is just like in Poland, the chairman of parliament, and he said that Finspi is like is one of the most important projects for him, for Indonesia, because they want to have innovative projects in Indonesia from around the world. We also met because we did this Java Jazz Festival to get a huge attention in the Indonesian market, because just like you, they didn't know that Finspi exists. So after Java Jazz Festival, everybody knew about it, because everybody was reading about us in newspapers, they saw us on TV. That's why we got this huge attention, and that's why we met with people that we met, with the government, with those wealthy people, and also with our potential partners that will help us grow in the future in Indonesia.
The most thing that helped us at Java Jazz Festival that everyone just write about Sting that played in our booth. So we had like 50 or 60 publications on web and in normal everyday magazines.
So. We are really pretty happy about the results, because you have to know that we did a soft launch of our website just like 3 months ago, and the whole project is like 8 months old, and we did all that within 8 months. So and now we are the fastest growing social project in the world, thanks to Indonesia and what we are doing also in other countries, because it's not only Indonesia. We have lots of users from Brazil, lots of users from United States, and India is also growing fast, rapidly, and we have to go there also soon. And we are not forgetting about Poland. We'll still have a lot of work here, and that is like. We are pretty upset that Asia is going so good and nobody knows about us here, so we want to change that, and OpenReaktor is one of the phases that we want to people to know that there is like Finspi, and originally it was developed in Poland, and 14 days in Indonesia, and we have hundreds of thousands of users from there, and when we came there. And now, like, they grew by 230%. So we guess that our approach makes sense, and it will only be better. So this is what we propose to you guys. That if you want to grow rapidly, think big, do it big, and just risk, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. You know, you don't want to have small projects. You want to build big projects. Otherwise, there's no fun in it. So that's our, let's say, way of the sword, and hope it will work. And if you have any questions, please ask, or maybe it's up to Boris.
First question very quickly. How much money did you raise?
This is under a non-disclosure agreement, so we can't say anything about this. It's still a progress, but with a huge amount.
Okay, any more questions? Anyone? Yep.
Hey, so I was wondering, what's the approach? I mean, it seems that's very admirable what you guys did, and you showed all the steps you took after your success in Indonesia. But what advice you could give to people here so that they can perhaps, like, how did you get the deal to actually be at the festival, right? I think that's a question a lot of people have. Like you said, you went to the conference. There was like 300 journalists, but how did that actually happen? Did you guys have an agreement before, and how did you go about that?
Okay, so the main problem that all of the startups think that they need to secure their money. They can't spend a lot of money. So, for example, we don't like to, when we are going to conference, we don't like to live at apartments from Airbnb. We always go in and live in 5-star hotels, because you can have contacts from your future partners, from investors, from stars, you know. So we always play big, yeah. So in one of his journey, we have a partnership and context to have this happen.
Okay, we're pretty good at selling, you know. So basically, we did our research. We met with the key people already before we went there. We remember that we started to approach and to learn and research Indonesian market not a couple of years ago, but 10 months ago when we first went to Indonesia in August. So we knew who is who. Okay, he has insight from his father, so he knew it better. So this is the way we knew to who to speak, to who to explain our idea, which is like much more than we are showing right now. So this is the way it happened, and that's why we in the first place we said that you have to be confident, and you have to be like bold. Yeah.
So good research and then go big, right?
Yeah, and you have to have the track record, and we are like already experienced people in startups. I worked in a bigger corporation, and he had 2 successful startups before.
Hi guys. I was just wondering, what would be the competitive advantage for you and other social media? Where do you see yourself? Like, do you see yourself as a Facebook, as a Twitter? Because I checked a little bit about the Google Play, and I was just wondering, like, is it about entertainment? Is it about connection? Because I didn't get that part.
Yes. So we are entertainment social network, yeah, and Facebook is not. So
Facebook is not a social media.
Facebook is social media, but not entertainment one. Facebook just connects the people you know. So it's like a ghetto, it's local ghetto, because, you know, if you are living in Poland and you are not going to USA, you can't invite guys from USA, because you need to know their name, their surname, to invite them to, as your friend. This is the first problem. The second problem, that feed is building according to your friend's interest, not yours interest. This is the main problem, because you don't have a common interest with your family and friends. And we are building the social network for you. Only what you're interested in, because you're interested in changing in a time. So the Finspi is changing too.
Have you ever get any notification from Candy Crush from your friends? I mean, Facebook is also with applications for everything.
Okay, the problem, like with Candy Crush, yeah. The problem is, but if none of your friends are playing Candy Crush, you don't have these notifications. You don't know about the games on Facebook. But on Finspi, you will get a notification because you're interested in this thing.
One more final question.
Come on, guys, just one.
So I wonder what participated to your success in Asia, but it didn't work in Poland. Why you didn't start from here?
Let me guess. 40 million people versus almost 300, and also people that are used. Okay, almost everybody that is on the web in Indonesia has a social account. People are more on people that use more social accounts than they watch TV, and they also in Asia something else happened, that they skipped this one technological breakthrough. Like when they got internet in their countries, all of the countries in all Southeast Asia, in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan also. When they got internet, they didn't buy computers, laptops, or PC. They bought immediately mobile phones. So there's a huge base of people that just use their mobile phones, and they think that they use social media, but they don't even know that they use internet. They think that like social media is internet, and there's like nothing more.
I give an example. For example, there is a company. It calls Indofood in Indonesia, and they sold 2014 year. They sold like 8 billions of instant noodle, and in 2015 they sold only 6 billion of instant noodle. Why? Because the people don't want to eat. They want to spend their money. They eat only 1-2 times a day, and spend their money for games in social networks. For social networks. To buy stickers. This is our users.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having us here.